Hello, welcome back. We're still on example 2, and I'm going to keep going through this. So, just working through C. C gives us 230 minus, in parentheses, 8 plus 13. Okay, so you have parentheses and then inside that another parentheses. So we have to start with the inside parentheses, which is addition. So 8 plus 13 will give us 21. And then we have 30 minus 21, and then brackets, and then 2 on the outside. So what's 30 minus 21? That gives us 9. And then 9 in brackets times 2. 18. Okay? So if you are confused, again, always start with parentheses, grouping symbols, then go to exponents or powers, then go to multiply and divide, then go to addition and subtraction. So parentheses always reset. Now, there's a crucial thing. What about fractions? Now, fraction bar actually acts as a grouping symbol. It's kind of like its own parentheses. Well, let's look at this for a second. Let's say we have 8 plus 4 over, and they did 5 minus 2. Now, you looking at this will kind of solve it naturally. But realistically, what this actually means is we would put 8 plus 4 in parentheses, and we divide it by 5 minus 2, okay? So actually, the top is in its own parentheses, the bottom is in its own. Now, are there things we can do with the relations here? Possibly. But we could first work inside the parentheses and work inside the parentheses to get our answer, okay? So this would end up being, what, 12 over 3, which would end up being 4. So actually, when you guys simplify, you are treating the fraction bar right here as this grouping symbol. It divides the top and bottom so that they're not the same, okay? So looking at example 3, based on this knowledge, we're actually going to do a practice problem. So again, just to repeat, the fraction bar is a grouping symbol. It allows us to break apart things we need to, okay? So if we have something like 9x over 3x plus 2. Now, the difficulty is your brain might want to be like, oh, I can cancel out these x's. But that grouping symbol actually changes how we can do stuff, okay? So anyway, let's move this x in. So we're going to substitute 4 in for x. So what we get 9 times 4 over 3, 4 plus 2, 3 times 4 plus 2. Now, again, we have to activate the parentheses first. So, parentheses on the bottom, 9 times 4 over 3 times 6. So now we have multiplies. 9 times 4, 36. 3 times 6, 18. What's 36 divided by 18? Well, that will just give us a solid 2. Okay? And that's how you do that, okay? Now, if you guys have questions on in the future, just remember order of operations is kind of that basic tool. If it's some error, it might just be the order of operations you took. Might be. Sometimes it's like plugging in the wrong number or something else like that. Okay, so let's instead of doing guided practice, we'll actually practice this as a class. You may choose to do them. So you see 5 through 8 right here. I can't highlight this, but 5 to 10. Those are all possible ones we're going to talk about. I'm going to quiz us over. So if you want to prepare, great preparation, do the guided practice. Okay? Now, here's something crucial. And I know some people struggle with word problems. Word problems actually give us an opportunity to apply a different skill. It's an important skill. It's just a different skill than we're used to. So in math, we're used to, hey, give me the formula, I do what I'm supposed to, and then we're done. But the reality is, we don't always get that formula of those formulas. Sorry, there's a motorcycle If you heard that in the background. So in this word problem, we have specific things that are givens, things we know. Then we have certain variables we need to solve for or create. Then we have certain equations we are going to use, okay? So we start with our givens. So a group of 12 students volunteers collecting litter for one day. So what given are we given there? Well, my first thing is I think of 12 students and one day. Now, does that mean those are going to be key pain points? Probably not. So a sponsor provides 3 juice and 2 sandwiches for each. So 3 juices for 1 student and 2 sandwiches. Now, I'm being honest here. If I was letting you guys do volunteer work, I'd probably not provide 3 juices and 2 sandwiches. I might provide, 5 loaves and 2 fish. Just kidding. Okay. It's a Bible joke for you people who are Bible nerds. Okay. For each student, and pays $30 per, 4 trash bags. So it's just plural. Okay. 4 trash bags. Okay. Okay. Now, sponsors costs. So now we're looking at costs because that dollars tells us where we're going here. Cost in dollars is given by the expression. Hey, look at that. 12, 3j plus 2s plus 30. Where j is the cost for juice and s is the cost for sandwiches. So can someone tell me, why do you think it's 3j? If in your head, why do you think it's 3j plus 2x? What above gives us that information? So first, you need to know something in math. We like to use the first letter of the thing we are calculating. So you see 3j, 3 juice, 2s, 2s. So what does j and s stand for? The cost for j is cost for juice, s is the cost for sandwiches. So what does it say? A juice costs $1.25. A sandwich costs $2. Again, guys, I don't think I would be paying for this, so if you're like, Mr. David doesn't like us because he's not paying for 3 juices and 2 sandwiches, then I'll just say, unfortunately, I don't have that money. Okay, so there's only 12 students, so 3 times 1.25 is going to give us 3.75. If you want to do the math, that's there. 2 times 2, that's 4. That's inside the parentheses. And then we do, so we're still in the parentheses, we're not done yet. So we did multiplication first, now we do addition. And I'm going to erase my givens. So the people who are confused, you can go back to look at your givens. Okay, 3.75 plus 4 is 7.75 times 12 plus 30. So 12 times 7.75 is $93 plus 30. So 93 plus 30 is 123. So again, guys, you finished it? Make sure, you see this units right here? That's where points come from. You don't label it, it's a point, okay? So make sure you label what units you're using in a word problem, okay? Okay, so again, crucial with word problems is that you see your givens, see what variables we have, what expressions or equations we're using, and then plugging in the right numbers, okay? And solving for what their question is. What their question is, what's the sponsor cost? $123. Would I pay for your food and be $123? The answer is no. But, I can still love all of you even if I don't pay for your drinks. or snacks. Okay, that is it for 1.2. We're going to have some homework on that. So anyway, prepare the notes for the class break. Okay, bye guys.